Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys, 669 subscribers as a recording of this YouTube video. I really do much appreciate it, and remember that if you do enjoy the content, hit the sub button to help reach that 1k goal, as a lot of you currently are hitting that sub button, so thank you very much for that. And of course, the comments have been rather interesting on some of my videos. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. One of my Bleach Brave Soul videos got a comment from a guy. Just gonna put this up here real quick. Well, not the screenshot, but just say it. That we talk a lot as Bleach Brave Soul YouTubers. He watched a guide that I made for something. I can't remember which guide it was. But apparently talking in the guide is now off limits, so yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Thank you to these 10 individuals for being the most recent subscribers that I can see. I have been getting more than 10 in between last week's video and this week's video, so really thank you very much for that. So let's get into this. There's a bunch of things going on. End of month dropped, of course, and it is the Swimsuit banner, like I said. The characters look really good. I have checked them out a little bit in terms of their visuals and their skills. I've briefly ran through, but not really that impressed by them. And it's mainly just because of their attacks, but that's besides the point. So let's get into this. I think we have a few things to claim, maybe, before we get started on the actual pull. Got some orbs. Yeah, got some orbs. Very nice. Oh, we got a 6-star summon ticket, so we'll pop that as well, see what we get. But yeah, so let's get into this. But I hope that you guys' week have been going well. I did not upload yesterday. I know I didn't, and that's just because of the fact that I was just too dead tired and it's cold as hell. And when I wanted to record this video on Sunday, of course, the end of month banner characters went in. So yeah, that's kind of why I also didn't do it. So there will be a video today, Tuesday. Well, I'm recording this on a Monday, but yeah. Tuesday and then on Thursday, and then next week should be free uploads again. Yeah, so we have a free pool here. Let's quickly do this. Let's see who we get from this. Probably not gonna get anybody. Oh, I did. Oh, Nemu, damn. An old Nemu. She's very old, I think. I think this is a very yeah, this is a very old Nemu. That's great for me though, since she is 100% a resurrectable, so she's gonna net me quite a bit of orbs. And the artwork, as you can see, it was really good at the time, but also not that as good. This is all in the oldest style of Bleach, but definitely still cool artwork. Looks kind of cute. Never seen that Nemo actually. Oh, and I got a I got a red suit that I didn't have, a 4-star there, and a Renji. Nice. So we got some orbs there. Really nice, just before the anniversary. I'll definitely do a pull video on the anniversary, of course. I am gonna be hopefully getting some orbs. I'll maybe work on that tonight. But yeah, so we do have them in. I don't think I covered them last time. No, they weren't in. Okay, this is a waste. We know that. Pumpkin and the bat. I told you guys that this is bait. Do not pull on that. I didn't even cover the banner because, yeah. Okay, and then we have a 6-star ticket. Let's see. Who are we gonna get out of this? I hope it is. I really hope it is a dupe, because oh no, you know what? I need orbs. It's fine. Just give me somebody new then. Okay. I think I have him. Do I? Yeah, I have him. Okay, so I got him as a dupe. It's not the end of the world. I do not like getting 6 stars because it means that you still need to get the 5-star version of the character. So for me, that is almost almost preferred in a way, because like I said, then I don't need to hunt for the 5-star variant of that character. So yeah, let's get into this banner first. So this is Beyond Bankai Mayuri and Beyond Bankai Gin. They are quite old at the time of this recording, of course. But not the trash characters whatsoever, but not great either. This is of course bait. I'm gonna tell you guys that now, it is bait, and I'm pretty sure the fillers will be bait as well. Probably a bunch of Beyond Bankai units. Yes, okay, so, well, more like can't for your own world type of thing. It's a weird banner, okay. So Gin is good. He's a good spot runner and a good coin runner. Mayuri has his uses. Roka, I don't know if you guys know who this is. It's a Ronka you briefly see in the Heiko Mundo arc of Bleach, just kind of in the background. So yeah, this is Roka. She is also a very strong unit, but also extremely dated. This is not Xyalopero, this is Cien, his older brother. Very, very cool design. Well, it looks identical to Xyalopero, but still kind of cool. Beyond Bankai Kisuke, very old unit as well. One of the first units to have a Vortex, and he does have a, I think it is dual status effects, so definitely very strong as well. This Shunsui, very, very rare. You do not get these guys often. They are actually quite rare to get. But yeah, I'm not going to cover this banner. I'm not going to say anything about this banner further because it is just purely bait. Trust me, you do not want these characters to use them. I know that the Senkaimon, and I might need to make an updated Senkaimon video in the future, but somebody commented recently on one of my videos saying that the Kenpachi from the Brave Fest, which is now gone, is really good for Senkaimon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, but the fact of the matter is that if you want to pull on a unit just for Senkaimon, do not be surprised if you pull and you spend 5,000 orbs and don't get the unit. You know, every single unit has their uses. Like, let's say this Muyuri. He is still useful somewhere in the game, but I'm not going to tell you guys to pull on this banner because, oh, for that one time you can use him in 2 years. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But yeah. So, new swimsuit banner. It is Misaki in a very cute swimsuit. Yoriichi, which is her updated model, by the way, from the Thousand Year Blood Wars, the old Yoriichi model anymore. And Little Toto. They're really hitting hard with Little Totos. This is the third one we've gotten, so really, really hard on that. So let's actually start out with... Let's see here. Let's start out with Misaki. Actually, let's start out with Udalers in the pool as well as fillers. Because as much as this is bait, this can also be extremely good. So let's quickly check these extra units out. I want to scroll past these. I already saw Guild Quest. I'm very upset. Okay, so it is Isane. She's really good. She has, I think, coins. Not sure. She's a booster almost in terms of drop rates and stuff like that. I have no idea what this Nemu does. Meninas, this Meninas is an absolute monster, really strong and still strong. She was part of last year's swimsuit banner. She's insanely powerful, really. She's really, really, really strong. This Momo, not entirely sure what she does. I think she is also a spot unit. This Mana Orihime is definitely one of the best boosters for Guild Quest because she can pop a barrier, she has complete shared status immunity, blah blah blah. Really, really good. And then this Rukia is just kind of there. So out of these units down here, definitely they ain't bad, okay, but Meninas is by far the strongest one down here. Like I said, I'm not sure what Nemu does. I know Sane is like a drop rate buff character, but yeah. So let's check out the stars of the show. Of course, let's start with Little Toto, because out of the three, she's my least favorite. Kill me, I guess, if you don't agree with me. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, so Little Toto, she is on Heart, okay. Very high base SB, 929. Really, really good. She's a Hollow Killer. She has a dual soul trait of bonus drops. Interesting. So she has Mind Link slot potions plus 5 and Mind Droplets drop plus 70%. That is great because whenever you do link or whenever you do run potions, you are going to get droplets. So that's just a bonus increase in your droplets, which is really, really good. Then, of course, she has a weakened plus on her abilities, which is kind of cool. Sprinter plus 1, Marauder, and Havoc 20% as her innates. Great stuff. Love to see those. Okay, then her skills. She will be a more team-oriented character because she's a potion runner. So all of her stuff would be in line with that, like status effects, bonuses, blah blah blah, those type of things. So team party increased heart attribute character strong attack damage 20%. That's great. So 20% bonus strong attack damage for the whole team. Team party increased heart attribute character special move damage 30%. So her soul bomb and anybody else's soul bomb in your team has a 30% increase in that damage. Good stuff. Not really that useful, but still kind of cool to see. No, it's not cool to see. That's a waste of a slot in my opinion. Increased strong attack damage 50%. Great. Devastation 60%. Okay. Reduced strong attack cooldown 12%. Great. So it does have built-in cooldown reduction. That's great. All status element resistance 100%. shared status immunity. That's great. Really, really good. So you want to play with her in terms of actually using her in the whatever event quest or whatever mission you are using to farm, because you will be able to, of course, have this active then. Increase super mind links of potions plus 5, increase normal potions plus 15, increase mind droplets drops 47%, insanely high, really, really good overall. Frenzy plus 2, great stuff. Team party increased hard to tribute character special move damage 30%, that is twice. I think that's either a bug. Yeah, I think that's either a bug or it is supposed to be 60% and they kind of bugged it out. 60% is much more agreeable than just 30%, so I think it may need to be one attribute instead of two different ones. But yeah, and then team party increase hard to tribute character damage to status affected enemies. Like I said, 30%, so that is good. Overall, very, very good. One of the best spot runners in the game. Definitely. I don't know if she will dethrone Meninas. Meninas is still extremely powerful because she has purity. So she absolutely wrecks everything. She's insanely strong. But Lil Taro definitely up there. So we'll see exactly how she plays. I didn't really see gameplay of her. I wasn't that interested. But now I see that maybe that was wrong of me. Okay. So let's check out Masaki, because I will save Yorichi for last, because yeah, she's like one of the best characters in Bleach. Okay, so Masaki, let's just check out the artwork. This is a very long time coming. I think the last Masaki we got was the one where she fought White, that variant, with young Ishin. So, and then before that, it was very long ago, it was a Nad Masaki on Heart, I think it was. She was ancient, you know. So definitely cool that we actually got a swimsuit character out of Masaki. Didn't expect that one at all. But because my speculations are going towards Rukia and Ichigo maybe being for the anniversary. Rukia, Ichigo, and maybe Orihime as well. It's 10th anniversary. You never know. Maybe they do 3 units this year. Because we haven't gotten a Rukia variant in a long time. And I mean, last year we got Grammy as a anniversary character. So right now anything is really up for grabs when it comes to anniversary units. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Rukia and an Ichigo. Or maybe Rukia, Ichigo, and Orihime, or just Rukia and Orihime, maybe something of that sort. I don't think really there's much to go on. That's just my own speculation, seeing as we didn't get swimsuit versions of them, which we still desperately need good variants of that. But yeah. So anyways, let's get into this. She is a NAD unit with a very, very high base attack. That is insanely high. Espada Killer Plus, okay. Normal attack damage, 35% for the soul trait, no problem there. She has lacerate on all the attacks except her second strong attack, that is a team boost. So we'll get into that, of course, as well. She has sprint plus 1, dodge or Ronko damage 50%, and marauder, so she is a melee NAD unit. I'm already getting annoyed by the fact that we are probably looking at a guild quest unit here because of that. Okay, so skills increase normal attack damage 115%. That is stupidly high. Weaken resistance 100%. Flurry plus 1 plus 2 in guild quest. Yeah, there we go. Long reach 20%. Increased status element chance against Aronkos. Of course, it's a guild quest unit. Increased melee damage 10%, 30% in guild quest. Team party increased damage to status element affected enemies 20%. Enhancer poise booster. So her second strong attack is a boost and an enhancer. Great stuff. That is very useful for guild quest and stuff like even brave battles. Increase killer effect 30%, 50% in guild quest. Okay, so they gave us a really cute Masaki to use like once. I hate it. I absolutely despise it. But the artwork is done phenomenally well. They got it right, I think. So definitely cool. I'm not going to zoom in on anything because YouTube will probably hit me with a strike. So let's not do that. Okay, and then of course Yorichi. Updated model. She looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for actual 1000-year Blood War Yorichi to come out. That's going to be amazing. Let's just check out the artwork. She looks phenomenal. Really, I like the new style they went with for Yorichi in Bleach. It really suits her. She looks much more mature and a lot more feminine than she did. So definitely cool. So she is a SP unit. Soul Reaper, Killer Plus, okay, already a little bit stressed. Soul trait is strong attack, recharge time minus 14%. She is on speed. Interesting. Okay, she has drain on all her attacks, and she has an EX move that is a self boost as well. And I think that boost is 100% bonus SP, or 50%. I can't remember which one it was, but it does increase your spiritual pressure. So that's a direct increase to your damage, which is great. Then her innates, sprint +1, havoc 20%, and full stamina damage boost 20%. Great stuff. Don't mind this on a unit that can heal themselves. That is great. Devastation 70%. Reduce strong attack cooldown 40%. That's great. Paralysis resistance 100%. Frenzy +2, +3 in Guild Quest. Okay, I don't mind Guild Quest characters, like I said, once again, that have +2 and then +3 in normal content. That is good. Because they are still useful in normal content then. They're not just a Guild Quest bot, which is great. They're just more strong in Guild Quest than normally, which is exactly what you want out of a unit. Something that can do most things instead of just one thing. Debilitated 2 seconds extra, that is great. Increased status element chance against Soul Reapers, perfect. Increased range damage 10%, 50%. Guild Quest, so she is a ranged strong attack unit. Great stuff. Damage to drained enemies 40%. That's also great. Poise Break. Sharpshooter, increased killer effect 30%, 50% in Guild Quest. And status on spiritual pressure boost. So out of all the units, she is by far, and I mean by a extremely large margin, the best unit in the banner. Well, when it comes to the flagship, I call it flagship, the featured units. Menina's is also extremely strong still, but definitely Yorichi's up there. That's extreme stats that she got. So let's start out with Misaki, because she was the most disappointing, unfortunately. But, I mean, other variant that we got is not that bad. So, I'm not too disappointed and stuff like, I yearn to play with Misaki, you know, she's not one of my favorite characters in Bleach. But I know a lot of people love her, so kind of sad for you guys. Okay, so Misaki, we have a bubble, normal attack string, really well detailed actually, that looks great. Not gonna lie. Okay, so first strong attack is... the hell was that? I'm not sure what she did. It looked like a slight AoE in front of her. Just enough to knock them down. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Third strong attack. A extremely small AoE around her. Really not that great. Okay. And then her second is a boost. It's like a dodge forward type of thing. A dash forward. Does some AoE damage. Not really that phenomenal. So, really, her kit is exactly what I expected it to be, given that she is a Guild Quest unit. I'm always gonna beat on Guild Quest units, you know, that's not gonna stop. Really, I don't like Guild Quest units because it ruins some units in the game. But she does hit hard, which you would expect for somebody that has that amount of base attack. She hits really hard. And has a nice attack animation, just... She's a Guild Quest unit, so she's not going to be clearing normal stages in any record time, really. Now, Little Toto and Yorichi should be doing a lot better here. Although Yorichi and Little Toto probably won't have big AoEs. I expect Little Toto to probably have the biggest AoEs out of everybody. Because she's more for SP grinding. SP? So, super pots. There you go, spots. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pop her ult. I wanted to boost myself, but I'm not gonna boost, so let's see. Yeah, that was actually really cute. Very well done. Okay. So that is Misaki, of course. Unfortunately, she is a Guild Quest bot. I think actually her previous unit was also catered more towards single target DPS or Guild Quest, because she had a barrage attack, which was kind of interesting to see. So I don't know what they're doing with Misaki, but you know what, at the end of the day, she doesn't get much screen time. Well, she can't, she's dead in Bleach, so you know, all we got was the past pretty much, but that's fine. It's not needed to have bonkers units of her, although our other unit is pretty strong. Okay, so let's go with Little Toto next, because I will save Yorichi for last, because that's the correct thing to do. A man of etiquette will do that. Okay, so Little Toto, she is a melee strong attack unit. Okay, so her NAD attack string, she hits with a, what was it? Is that a popsicle like surfboard thing? Yeah, it is kind of cute. That's just pretty much that. First strong attack is a very big AoE and a dash forward. That's really nice. Let's do that again. Probably gonna hit all of the enemies. Yep. Okay. So that's really good. Second strong attack, a AoE around her. Don't really like that very much. Third strong attack should be screen wide. Please let it be screen wide. It is indeed a screen wide. Okay, cool. So yeah, kind of expected the skill set to be more to this. It suits what a spot character needs. Quick animations, not too big AoEs, because, you know, most of the time you won't be one-shotting the guys that you are actually trying to go up against, because you're not going to be proccing status ailments all the time. That's why Menina's is so strong, because she has Ignore Wine Skin and Purity, so she just rips everything. But definitely not as bad as I expected. I expected it to be a little bit weaker, but she doesn't have status ailment spiritual pressure boost, the 80% bonus. No, she does not. That's kind of strange. Why would you include her as a spot unit and not give that? I mean, almost every single spot unit that has come out recently has that. And if they don't have that, they have Pierce Iron Skin and Purity. So it's kind of odd for me to see that. Don't know what they did here. Definitely not making this banner enticing to pull on, that I could say, with all honesty. Okay, let's pop her ult. Let's see what she does. Okay, I gotta say, I like that one. They included Bambi, Candace, and Menina's from the last banner, from the last Swimsuit banner, in her ult. So that was kind of cool. But definitely, like I said, not really enticing to pull on, given what the units are. Unless you're just pulling for the artwork, which I would understand as well. And now for Yoruichi, the one that I hope is going to impress me a bit. Definitely hope that she will impress. If I can log into the stage, that it would be great. Thank you again. Okay, so normal attack string, let's check it out. No, it's like pause. That's cool. If you guys don't know, and you only started watching Bleach in a Fuzzy and Blood War, which is odd, but anyways, she can transform into a cat, and hence the pause. Okay, so that's a normal attack string. First strong attack is a gathering and explosion. Very simple. Does quite a bit of damage, of course, but dead. Okay, really cool. Second strong attack. I don't know what the range is on that, but it seems large. Let's check that out again. I'm gonna wait for my attack to recharge. I want to see what the range is on it. Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way here. They should be at the zone there. That's pretty large. That's a very big AoE on the second strong attack. Not bad, not bad. We'll just gather these guys up real quick. Kill them. Easy. Okay, so now for the third strong attack, should be screen wide AoE, hopefully. Screen wide, please. It is not. Okay. So most of the damage is definitely in front of Yoruichi, and some of it are at the back of her. So that is slightly disappointing, but the second has a very large AoE. So not all bad. We'll pop the EX move in the next stage. Let's go over here. Okay, EX. Okay, just a boost on herself, and just gonna be a lot of bonus damage. Unfortunately, maybe would have attacked as well while doing the EX move, but no, it's just a straight up just boost for herself. Gathering. So, third strong attack, there we go. Okay. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm not embraced, that I can tell you now. Okay, super time. Okay, and of course she one-shotted them all because she has all the stats. Now, of course, her attack animations, or rather her strong attacks is exactly what I expected it to be. Not all that large. It is what it is. But definitely a strong unit. However, they did not make this banner enticing, you know. Normally I would pull on the swimsuit banner. That's why I have Bambietta, I have Meninas, I have Candace, because I pulled on the banner a year ago because they were good. You know, so for me that is rather odd that they made it like that. So definitely don't pull on that banner. Yeah, they are nice to have, and yes, I know there's going to be a event quest coming up probably for them, and probably already is in, but really not that great in my opinion, of course. I mean, let's just quickly check this out. We have last year's characters, which would be, where is she? There she is, Bambi. My Bambi is a little bit set up, so let's put her there. Candace and Meninas was on purple. No, she was on... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's quickly grab Candace. And let's grab Meninas. Okay. So, as you can see here, Bambi from last year. She's still one of the stronger technique units in the game. I'm not going to go through her stats because I buffed them. Assault rate, strong attack, regional style minus 14%. And then she has an enemy defeated bonus, which increases her killer effect. She has paralysis and bleed on all her attacks. Sprint +1, freeze resistance 100%, havoc 20%. Now, things go on, and yeah, she's more tailored toward guild quests, of course, but she still has a lot of AoE. She has Marauder as well. She has all the things that you want on her, and her attacks are good. I mean, Candace is a NAD, which is pretty cool. She has a really cool animation, pretty good looks. But, I mean, Meninas is by far the strongest out of this banner. Well, just right out of the gate, pretty much. She has no status elements, which you might think is an issue, but it isn't, because she has Guard Break plus PSI and Skin. Sprinter +1, Havoc 20%. She has increased strong attack damage 50%, cooldown 12%, all status ailment resistance. Ignore the coin drop because I buffed it, of course. Spots, potions, frenzy +2, purity 100%, barriers, medic. This chick hits like a damn truck. She is insanely powerful, and she has AoEs to boot. Like, it's really large, the AoEs. You know, then another swimsuit unit that is completely bonkers is Rangiku. She's spotted by Coin Team, by the way. That's why they are actually set up for it. But she also has Purity, 100%, Guard Break, PSI and Skin. This is a massive boon to units. Yes, she only has Frenzy +1, but this makes up for it, really, it does. So overall, I mean, yeah, the swimsuit banner is cool, but they fumbled a little bit, I think, compared to last year's swimsuit bundles, really. Meninas and thingy, what's her name? Bambi, there you go. I had a brain fart moment. No, I don't want to buy anything, jeez. I don't want to buy anything, bro. There we go. But yeah, so definitely they fumbled a little bit on this one. I expected more. I expected them to be better. I mean, if you want a Guild Quest character, well, a normal character that is also tailored towards Guild Quest, you have somebody like Rukia. She is absolutely cracked. She has Drain and Freeze on all her attacks. She is super duper strong. Really, she is just that damn strong, you know. So definitely, like I said, fumbled a little bit, in my opinion. Could have done a lot better, but maybe it is a way to not entice people as much, which would be weird considering it's K-Lab and their business practices are shady at best sometimes. So yeah. Shady in a way that I'm memeing on them, saying they will give you the moon and the sun before they give you the whole galaxy when it comes to anniversary units and the banners before that. So definitely not worth pulling on any of these banners, guys, really. Even if it wasn't near anniversary, I would not say pull on this banner. That's just a fact. Unfortunately, the units are not good enough to pull on. The fillers are not good enough to pull for. You know, it just is not one of those banners to pull on. If you want to pull on something, once again, pull on this. If you really want to, go ahead and pull on this damn banner, because this banner still rocks. It just is amazing. It's phenomenal, this banner. So really, if you guys want to pull on something, pull on this banner, ignore the rest of them. Kind of sad they fumbled that hard, but something they got right is the artwork. The artwork is a 10 out of 10, as per usual actually with these characters, well, any character really these days. Artwork is, I think half of K-Lab's budget goes towards artists to make these look good. But yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope that you find it useful, helpful, or just plain entertaining. I'm sure a lot of you guys actually don't even watch me for the content, just to watch me, just for, I don't know, entertainment. I'm not loud or anything, so I guess that's maybe why. But anyways, I hope you all have a great Tuesday, and I will see you all again in the next one. Have a great one, and peace out.